Hey, what's up? Welcome to another online support class. Let's quickly dive into the questions for today. Let's see how we can accomplish this under 5 or 10 minutes. So, the first question is coming from Tony. He said, "Hello, sir. How do I cut out an object from its background in After Effects?" Okay. The second one is from John, and it has to do with Cinema 4D. Say, how do I use the cloner object tool? Good. Then another one from Israel. I want to cut out a portion of an audio from a song. How do I go about it? Okay, that means we have to go into audio editing today. Then the last one, it says, what are the industry applications of Cinema 4D? So, okay, I'll try to tackle all these questions. Let me start with the After Effects question. So let me quickly go into my After Effects. After Effects is a digital visual effects application. It's used in video productions, TV productions, compositing. A beautiful software, professional software. It is used in the film industry too for visual effects. So if you want to really go into visual effects, motion graphics, this is a software you have to learn, and you have to learn it deeply. So let's go into let's look at our first question. Hello, sir. How do I cut out an object from its background? That's very simple. You can use your pen tool to cut out an object. I can't really go into the small details, but I believe that by now you would have known the elementary parts of After Effects and how to use certain tools. So let me just jump in. Let's create a composition with an image. So that is my image. I now want to cut out the image in front. Yeah, you can use other graphic software to do this if it's still image. Then if you want to cut out an image in a motion picture, it's quite tricky. It's a technical process. So um, graphics, you can use your ULEAD Photo Impact, you can use your Adobe Photoshop. So there are other softwares for this, but for this class, I just want to use an image to show you how it's done. So all you have to do is to pick up your pen tool, then you start tracing around the object. You start tracing around the object. Forgive me that I'm being very fast about it, but this is something that is supposed to take you quite some time. You trace around the object. You trace around the object. Don't mind me, I'm just trying to be quick so we can cover a lot of questions within the shortest time. So you trace around the object with your pencil. Beautiful. Now we've removed the cut out the object from the rest of the image. So now I can decide to create another background. If you look at it now, it has a transparent background. So I can create another background. Let me just put a color, a solid behind it. Let me put a blue solid behind it so that you see that it has no background behind it. So now I've added a blue background. So that's how to cut or separate an object from its background. An object from its background. So this is the method in After Effects. Photoshop has its own method. It's basically the same tool. So once you know one, you can easily manipulate, do things in the other softwares. So this is for the first question. So the second question has to do with Cinema 4D. How do I use the cloner object? The cloner object. So this is Cinema 4D. We want to use the cloner object. Yeah, the cloner object is only used to multiply objects within a scene, and you can arrange them within a particular format arrangement. You can align them on an object. You can align them in a circular form. You can align them or create a square shape with this object. So let me use a sphere primitive to do this now. So let me reduce the size. Then you go to your MoGraph, your cloner object, make your primitive a child of the cloner object. Now you've seen it has multiplied it into 3. So if you go to the properties, object property, you can now change how many objects you want. If you want 5, 10, 15, you want the separation to be more, or you want to give it a circular kind of arrangement, cloning. That means you clone in a circular form, or you want to clone in a grid array. Grid array. So if you render this out, you will see that you have objects in a grid array. So Cinema 4D is a compositing software, 3D compositing software. You can actually add this to a scene, or use it as a background, or use it in motion graphics. We can actually animate this thing to move to a particular sound, or move to or respond to another object. So this is how to use your cloner object. This is how to use your cloner object. So the next question is, yeah, I want to cut out a portion of an audio from a song. How do I go about it? Okay, the best software, not the best for me, it's Adobe Audition. Adobe Audition is another product from Adobe. Adobe Audition is another product from Adobe. So we can use Adobe Audition to edit audio, fine-tune treats, edit audio, extract, arrange, put together audio. So it's a professional software tool, basically for audio production, audio editing. So if you import your audio file, well, let me search for an audio file. I don't think I really have that much audio files on my system. Let me import an audio file. Okay. All I need is you. Okay. So once you've imported your audio file, then play back. Okay. Then let's select a portion we want to cut out. Let's say I want to cut out this area of my audio. I'm rushing the whole thing, this area of my audio. I can decide to cut it, create a new audio file, then paste. I've cut out that portion of the audio from the original song. So which is beautiful. So now that you've cut out the audio, you can export it separately by going to your file, export file, then do the necessary settings and give it a name, extract. then click on OK, and it exports the audio for you. So now you have that portion that you want. Okay, I think later I'm going